Good evening, Igbo people, and welcome to IGBO AREA TV. We bring you the latest stories making waves across our states. Let's go straight to the news. Tension at Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere reception in Imo. Tension erupted in Imo State when police stormed the venue for a civic reception organized for Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere, the lawmaker representing Idato North and South. The reception was meant to honor him for his service, but the event was disrupted hours before it started. Police did not give an official explanation for their action. Organizers, however, vowed to continue with the reception, appealing to top security agencies to investigate the matters. Many residents feel this is political intimidation, but some say it's a wake-up call for calm and dialogue in the state. Let's move on to the next story. Police invite suspended Anambra lawmaker for questioning. In Anambra, the police have invited Bernard Udemezue, the suspended state assembly member, for questioning. The invitation is connected to alleged defamation and cyberbullying claim made against him. The lawmaker representing IML constituency has previously clashed with colleagues over state governance issues. You know, some citizens think this is an important step to enforce accountability. Others believe it's a political move, showing how suspension and social media posts can quickly escalate into legal matters. On the third story, Governor Otti restores power in Abia's only oil-producing local government area. Good news from Abia State. Governor Alex Otti has restored electricity to Okwa West, the state's only oil-producing local government, ending 9 years of blackout. The project restored power to 33 communities, installed new transformers, and rehabilitated old power lines. Governor Otti urges residents to protect the infrastructure, as vandalism was a major reason for the long blackouts. Residents are actually overjoyed, saying they can now enjoy lighting, business growth, and better schooling. Analysts say this is a major milestone for local development and hope other communities will follow suit. Moving to Ebonyi State, Ebonyi First Lady frees 25 inmates and pays fines. In Ebonyi State, First Lady Mary Modren Nwifuru facilitated the release of 25 inmates during her Yuletide prison outreach. She paid their court fines and promised support for their reintegration into society. Many of the inmates were jailed only because they couldn't afford fines, not for serious crimes. Families and beneficiaries are grateful for this, calling it a life-changing act of kindness. Citizens see it as a reminder that justice must always include compassion. Now going to Enugu State. Enugu State proves ownership of Abuja property. Enugu State Government has proven its ownership of a disputed land in Wuye District, Abuja, after investigations by the EFCC and police. The land, plot 804, measuring 1.04 hectares, have been wrongly claimed by a private company using fraudulent documents. Enugu State presented official titles and certificates confirming the property is legally theirs. Citizens applaud the government for protecting state assets. State assets in Abuja. Why now? Is it okay? I don't know. People tell me whether state assets, Enugu state assets, should Enugu acquire property in Abuja? What for? Apart from their liaison office, I don't know. Somebody should tell me something. Anyway, they have such property and they have retrieved it back. And experts say this sets an example for other states facing similar land dispute in Abuja. I thought earlier when I had the news, I thought it's a Wike issue. Okay, this one is not a Wike issue. Okay. And that is a wrap for today's news highlights. Remember, Igbo people, stay informed, stay united, and Protect your rights. Follow IGBO AREA TV on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook for more updates. Share these stories and let your voice be heard. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for watching and stay blessed. Afamu Azuk Oje.